You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about what could end up being a bombshell story and a serious flag on the play for ESPN, Fox, and the WB, or I guess it'd be Warner Brothers Discovery now, is how they like to coin themselves. But we know they announced the other day a massive bombshell in the sports world where they're going to launch a streaming service that is completely separate to any Hulu Lives, Fubo, satellite, cable providers. It's going to be a standalone service streaming app that will offer all the ESPN platforms, Fox Sports and everything that they offer, and TNT and TBS, which has, of course, they've got hockey now, NBA, and AEW wrestling. So they're very much in sports as well. Oh, and they also got Major League Baseball, I think, on TBS. So this is supposed to be an all-in-one. It's a good option. If you're cord cutting or you have cut the cord but you want to keep sports, I don't know how much this is going to cost. But there is a major problem. All these places, Fox Sports and ESPN, they have major media deals worked out with the NFL. And they did not bother to tell the NFL or Roger Goodell about this new service. The NFL is furious. Yes, lawyers are looking into this. And they were, quote, blindsided. They had no idea this was happening. They found out on a call last week. And you have to wonder, we're talking about look, the NFL got paid $110 billion for their TV media deal. A lot of money, right? I don't think they like the fact that ESPN, which has Monday Night Football, and of course Fox Sports, which has NFC games, I don't think they feel like this feels too inbred, right? They want to keep these networks separated. And I don't know that they can stop this, but it sounds like they might try to stop this. This is a huge deal. The parent companies of ESPN, Fox, and TNT Sports announced a planned joint sports streaming service last week that will offer access to most major sports leagues. Unfortunately, this deal seemingly is set to hit a roadblock when it comes to how the NFL feels about the future service. Could the NFL possibly black out games on this streaming app? Wow, that would be a nightmare. John Oldroyd of Puck Sports detailed in a newsletter Monday that NFL executives aren't pleased about the deal, which reportedly got detailed in a call last week with ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro. According to Oldroyd, Pitaro spoke to Commissioner Roger Goodell and Chief Business Officer Brian Rowlap to alert them to the deal hours before it is officially announced. During the call, NFL executives made it clear to Pitaro that they were unhappy about, quote, being left in the dark. Oh, the NFL and Roger Goodell didn't get their way. Oldroyd added that NFL executives felt, quote, blindsided by the move, even having lawyers attempting to find out whether the media companies were within their legal rights to launch a service without their knowledge, considering the league has media rights deals with both Fox and ESPN. So let me get this straight. Something that's more user-friendly, and particularly the cord cutters, they're mad about this, but yet they don't mind getting somebody to have to subscribe to a completely separate streaming service to get one freaking playoff game. Peacock? I mean, at least Amazon Prime has got Thursday Night Football, and at least Amazon Prime is something that a lot of people already had. Like, I already had it because I ordered things from Amazon. So I didn't have to add anything, technically speaking, that I didn't already have for years. I mean, ESPN and Fox are losing a playoff game there. I mean, they're not supposed to be upset about that. The initial belief from the NFL is that Disney, Fox Corporation, and Warner Brothers Discovery, the parent companies of ESPN, Fox, and TNT Sports, are indeed well within their rights to this streaming agreement. However, the NFL is still looking for potential loopholes to stop the service, according to Old Rand. It's certainly interesting to see the NFL pushing back so hard against this venture. The NFL's decision to give Amazon Prime exclusive rights to future playoff games after giving Peacock a playoff game this year further proves that they see streaming services as the future of broadcasting. It seems like the league could only benefit from a new streaming service from two media companies they're already in business with. However, considering the NFL was seemingly left out of the loop on these talks, it's understandable that they feel a bit slighted by ESPN in particular. The league has recently been contemplating taking an equity stake in the company. I think that might have something to do with this. All right? That could have a lot to do with it because we know the NFL has gone to ESPN and said, look, and this has been known for years, the NFL does not want to hold on to Red Zone and NFL Plus and, NFL Game Day and all this. They'd love to turn that over, and they've been trying to turn that over to a network of some sort for years and let them handle it, right? So in theory, Scott Hansen, when you sat down like me to watch Red Zone, it would end up saying NFL Red Zone, by ESPN or whatever. Scott Hansen, Rich Eisen would go back to ESPN in theory and how all this works. I don't like the fact that Disney is getting anything. I don't. I'd rather it stay separate, personally speaking, because I've got no love for Disney at all. But here we are. Now, what's amazing is they're looking for loopholes to kill this deal. I mean, look, just when you think these networks and these companies like Disney couldn't feel any greedier, the NFL does a proverbial hold my beer, look how greedy we are. And I guarantee you, what this is coming down to, I would almost for certainly say they want more money somehow. And I can't figure out why, because, I mean, if you got the platform already and you've given it out, it's more eyeballs, it's more viewers, but it's still the same deal with the same companies. But I guarantee you, they want to be able to charge ESPN and Fox Sports more because they're creating this streaming app that they're going to make more money off of. What? I don't get that, really and truly. They paid for the broadcasting rights and gave the NFL a ton of money. We're not talking about a separate company, NBC/Peacock, or or Amazon Prime here. We're not talking about that. This is not like Apple Plus is all of a sudden going to start showing NFL games and didn't bother to pay the media rights for it. No, I mean, that's not what happened here. ESPN and Fox both paid for those rights. They're just offering another app to be able to get to the broadcast you could get to anyway. If you had, Fubo, Hulu Live, YouTube TV, or cable or satellite. Man, the NFL's greed has no limits, and they're not even shy about it. We've talked about all these things, and there's so many. The NFL is got a bit of a crisis on its hands because as popular as it is, we've talked about the fact eventually the bubble could burst. Again, Major League Baseball used to be the number one sport in the country as far as television ratings. That was a thing. That was a real thing. all the way up into the 90s. You know, I mean, national baseball could get put on and it would get massive viewers. Of course, it's a regional sport now, and it draws nothing. Something will hurt the NFL eventually. And part of me wonders, will it be greed? Will fans just be like, don't you have enough? Like having to, making people have, cable, satellite, blah, 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 and then add on Peacock, and then add on Amazon Prime, and then people are going to be like, enough, bleep you. I'll just watch games on free antenna. My local game, and then whatever primetime game I can actually get to. Otherwise, I'm good. Because ESPN has put Monday Night Football back on ABC. I mean, that's something to think about here. Wow, the NFL. Roger Goodell. Something that is potentially more fan-friendly. The NFL has an issue with that. Of course they do. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.